Hello, Crowley ISD is finalizing our plans to open school buildings in October for families that choose in-person learning. In this video, we're talking about COVID-19 cases in our schools. We know there has been cases and there will continue to be. What's important is how we respond and how we communicate these cases to the families and our staff. Joining us is Ms. Misty Van Campen, our Crowley ISD Health Services Coordinator. She is a registered nurse who oversees all of our campus health clinics. So Misty, first, what does someone need to do if they have COVID-19 symptoms?
Well, if someone is experiencing COVID-19 symptoms, if it's a staff member, they need to contact their administrator and follow our CISD protocols.
Okay.
Flow chart. If it is a student, they would call into the campus attendance just like ordinarily they would do. And they would let them know that they feel like these are maybe COVID symptoms. Then they would be transferred to the nurse to help triage and help assist the families in guidance of what are the next steps.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So what if they don't have any symptoms? What if they know they've been exposed, but they don't have any symptoms?
If someone's has a known exposure to a COVID positive person, they are per CDC and Tarrant County Public Health guidelines, they're to quarantine for a period of time, 14 days, and monitor themselves during that time, taking their temperature twice a day and monitoring for signs and symptoms of COVID-related illness.
Right. And so we're going to really be relying on Tarrant County Health Department to help us within that procedure, right?
Absolutely. We have a strong partnership with them.
Okay. So let's say a teacher or a student is diagnosed with COVID-19. What happens next?
If we have a diagnosis, a confirmed positive COVID-19 at a campus, we would notify the close contacts, and you would get a letter from us stating that you are a close contact. And it would advise you, it's a letter from Tarrant County Public Health Department that would advise you on all of your next steps.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. How do we protect student and staff medical privacy throughout this process?
Well, privacy is of our utmost importance here at Crowley ISD. And all of our contact tracers are our nurses and our clinical health staff.
Awesome.
So they are well versed in HIPAA and being compliant.
Right, so they're just used to dealing with highly sensitive information anyway.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
So what if during the school day a student begins to have COVID-19 symptoms?
Well, every school has a pandemic response team.
Okay.
And so every school also has a plan and an action plan to put into place. And so the nurse would be notified and they would meet them in our Be Well room.
Okay.
So we would take them to a separate room away from the clinic. And that's where the nurse would do an assessment and determine if this is a COVID-like illness. And then we would start the process for notifying the parents. And that student would be monitored in that room by one of our staff members until who would be outfitted in PPE, which is personal protective gear, from head coverings to booties for their shoes. So and monitor them until the parents are able to come and pick them up.
Awesome. Well, it definitely sounds like we're going to rely a lot on our pandemic response team on that campus to make sure we take care of kids even if they've been exposed.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So the sad reality is the pandemic is created a lot of uncertainty, and there's a lot of uncertainty relative to the pandemic. But what we do know unfortunately that there will be cases. And so what we know is that when these cases occur, we want you to know that our goal is to really mitigate that situation and really work to make sure our students are safe, that our staff is safe, and really make sure that we can respond and take the steps we need to ensure safety throughout our district. We're committed to doing this, and so we want you to know that we're working hard to make sure that we keep a safe environment for our students. So be sure to watch our videos on our Safe to Return website. We look forward again to seeing you all in October. And again, know that we are working extremely hard to ensure safety in Crowley ISD.